It may sound silly, but I didn't know Timmy that well. Even still, by the definition of our fraternity, he was a brother of mine. I see everyone gathered here today, and I stand in awe. It makes me wonder what sort of crowd I would attract if I were to pass. And I can bet you it wouldn't be nearly as pronounced as the crowd before me. Timmy affected many people throughout his short time at our university, and that is reflected in your attendance today. I'd like to take a short amount of time to explain how Timmy affected my life personally. I spent few hours with him over the several semesters that I knew him. Even though he's gone now, it's very hard for me to believe that he is. I remember on the night of his passing, just under 1 week ago, I found myself awake, alone, mourning when our house was quiet in the early hours of the morning. The day following his passing, I had countless brothers come to me with the same message. He told them that he loved them, not to worry about the mess they were in, or the stress they were undertaking. And at that time in my mourning, I felt left out. According to my recollection, I had never gotten "I love you" from Timothy. And in my drunken stupor that night, I determined that this was because I never told him how much I cared about him. I called to leave him a phone message to tell him how much I loved him and how I felt so sorry to not speak my feelings before his passing. I sat there talking into the dead end of a phone call for approximately 4.5 minutes until the answering machine told me that the inbox was full. So I hung up the phone. I continued to talk into the night sky, continuing the conversation I really never wanted to end. I'm not sure how long this continued before I finally gave up, but I do remember walking into the back lot and finding a fire that was still burning. This was long after everyone else had fallen asleep. I found it peculiar. I didn't remember any fire being started that evening, so I walked towards the source of this fire and found a cold bush resting on one of the benches near the fire. In the short time that I knew Timmy, I had found that it was his beer of choice. It felt like he was smiling down upon me, telling me that it was okay, that he loved me just as much as he loved everyone else, and he didn't blame me for not taking the chance to speak my feelings, tell him how much I cared about him. To this day, I haven't found a logical explanation to what had happened, and I really don't want to. Whether truth or just hopeful thinking, I choose to believe that Timmy is smiling down upon me and is happy with the life he lived, and was able to walk down to that dark river of death with no regrets, just as he had rid me of mine that evening. In honor of Timmy, I recognize his compassion, both as a loving human being and as a brother.